Greetings, geeks and geekorellas. It is me. I am back with another Topic Tuesday. This time, shit, there's something in my eye. I'm keeping that. This time, we're doing fan casting. I love to fan cast, and thinking maybe that Topic Tuesday can be a place where I fan cast. Like if there's no big news, or if there's news of a character being announced but not an actor. And that's what we have here. Because one of the big news stories from last week was that it was announced that none other than freaking Lois Lane is joining the crossover. She'll only be in the Supergirl episode, but still, she'll be making her CW debut. And people are questioning, well, who are they going to get to play her? So, I've compiled a list of 5 actresses that I think could play it. And, before we do, of course, with these things, I like to throw out a couple, well, kind of people who almost made the list, but for one reason or another didn't. And, of course, first one would be my number one choice for CW Lois, but unfortunately she cannot do it, and that is Troyan, I forgot her last name, Spencer from Pretty Little Liars. She'd be perfect. Unfortunately, well, fortunate for them, unfortunate for us, her and her husband, our man from Legends, are having a baby. Which, congratulations to them. Once they have the baby and things have died down, they've gotten used to it, all that stuff, I'd love for him to come back in some aspect as Our Man, like another alternate universe version, and maybe have her come on. I mean, if the Ralphs can be series regulars on the same show, I don't understand why they can't come in for guest spots once everything is settled. But it can't be as Lois, because we need Lois now. So she's out of the running, unfortunately. Also, big name that has apparently been rolling around a lot of fan casts for Lois is actually none other than Sarah Shahi? She's a well-known TV actress. I love her. She's been in such things as The L Word, an awesome underrated show, Life, Person of Interest, and another underrated show, the recent likely one-hit wonder, Reverie, which you can check out all the episodes on this channel. Reviews of it. Shameless plug is shameless. But anyway, I love her and I think she'd be perfect. Except for one thing. And it's not what you think. It's not age or race. It's the fact that I think that I'd love to see her on Batwoman as the prominent love interest Renee Montoya. The Question. And I'd love to see her and Ruby Rose play off of each other. And I think it would be really cool, and so I really want that. And because I want that, she's not on this list. Alright, without further ado, let's actually get into this. Alright, first name. I believe it's pronounced Adeline Kane. If I mispronounced that, sorry. Um, if that name sounds familiar to you, she's actually been in a lot of stuff. Surprisingly enough, she got her start in Power Rangers. Um, but she actually wasn't a ranger. She was the... How do I say this? Cyborg sister to... I think either Cyborg or Robotics. It's been a while. Sister to the Black Ranger on Power Rangers RPM, which, fun fact, is the same season that iZombies Live was on. Which that she'll be a reoccurring theme, even though she herself is not on the list. And that's honestly because I think she's too cute for Lois. She needs a more cutesy character. Like, if they hadn't already had Lucy Lane, she'd be cool for that. But anyway, back to Adeline. She also starred in the CW show Rain, so that would be coming back home for her, kinda. And her latest big thing that she did was she was the wicked stepsister in the final season of Once Upon a Time. And honestly, I think given like the gumption and like I said, gumption and like just go-getter attitude of her characters would be fitting to Lois. I mean, she's known to play characters with determination. I mean, I didn't end up seeing how her character ended, but I can't say that on Once Upon a Time. Her character had extreme determination. And I think that she'd be good as Lois. And speaking of Power Rangers, it's almost like I planned that. Next name we have on the list is probably the least known out of all of these. And that is, I believe it's pronounced Sierra Hannah. Another Yellow Ranger. Like Liv. But this one is a more recent one. She was in Megaforce and Super Megaforce. She played Gia, the Yellow Ranger. And while those seasons were very underwhelming and very lackluster, I always liked her character. She was the go-getter, yet again, determined one. She was the tomboy, but she was also like the second smartest character on the team. Like, she wasn't the nerd, but she was the second smartest. Huh. Kind of almost homaging the original. Didn't even realize that. But anyway, she also was kind of like the secondary leader, which honestly, if they weren't going by Sentai footage, I think she would have been a much better leader. But that's a different topic for another day. Anyway, I think her, like, go-getter, determination, nice, but also smart, kind of, mentality would fit well with Lois. Plus, if you see her with dark hair, she looks perfect. All these do. These ladies. Supergirl, did you just fall? Stay up, Kara. This isn't about you. Alright, moving on to the next one. Alright, before I say this name, I just want to say that this pic was actually inspired by a list that I saw on TV Line, which honestly 2 other people from this list are on their list, but I swear that the other ones are coincidence. This one, I legit will give them cred because they made me think about it, and I was like, oh yeah, she would be a good one. And who is that? Another CW alum, Phoebe Tonkin. Mainly known from the originals. I didn't see much of originals, but what I saw from it, I loved her character. I mean, she basically was the main guiding force in redeeming one of the most evil bastards in that universe. And she was a total badass in that show. She was a werewolf, but she also learned to become the alpha, like an alpha, which is a big deal in the werewolf world. And she was also kind of smarmy, so I think smarmy, badass, who stands up to some of the most evil people. That could be a good combination for playing Lois. And I know this would be her coming back to the CW, but maybe because it's a bigger name, but also one where she doesn't have to always be there, she wouldn't mind coming back after just leaving a couple years ago. Hopefully same goes to the next person who's currently on a CW show, or at least I think so. I'm a season behind. And that is none other than Ali Kolka? I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, sorry. She plays, I'm horrible with names. I believe her name is Paige, the best friend for my zombie. And her character on iZombie is awesome. She's a go-getter, search of justice. She gets fooled sometimes, but she is good at what she does at getting the truth. Sound familiar? Also, if you look at Allie's previous stuff, from when she was younger, you'd also see that she can bring the, smarm. And, not smarm. What's the word I'm looking for? Spunk. She can bring the spunk that comes with Lois, too. Because her character was her other characters are jovial, spunky characters. So I think bring that spunk along with the determination, again, and truth seeker type mentality from iZombie and you get Lois. Alright, last one. And this one, it's gonna sound a little weird at first, but TV Line agreed that she would be good, so I'm sticking to my guns, even though it's kind of a weirder one. And that is Leah Michele. Yes, Rachel from Glee. Now, honestly, if you look at her stuff post Glee, it really hadn't been the best of stuff. But people seem to like The Mayor, her most recent show. And honestly, if you take Rachel from Glee and kind of change it from music to journalism, I think you've got a pretty good Lois. I mean, she's passionate about what she does. She'll do practically anything to get what she wants. Her ambitions are tall. And she's not afraid to have the big ambitions. I think those are good qualities for a Lois. Plus, as we've seen from countless others, other people that will be in the crossover, such as Grant Gustin and Melissa Benoist, that Glee kind of dramedy type feel, oddly enough, transfers well over to the CW verse. And I think she'd actually be a good, maybe a little different, but still good Lois. And it would be a way for her to get back in the good graces of everyone. Because when Glee first started, she was freaking awesome. And what I mean by good graces is just the fact that Rachel's character kind of went a little down. But then again, the whole show went down. But then again, that's also another conversation for another day. Sorry, didn't mean to get into Glee talk. But anyway, I like fancasting, but apparently I'm not that good at explaining why. Sorry, just look at these actresses' previous works, and I'm pretty sure you'll see why I say that they'll be a good Lois. But at the end of the day, could be anybody. Trust the CW. They did an awesome Clark. I can only hope that they'll pair him with an awesome Lois. Thank you for joining me. Join me, well, technically tomorrow, but it's also in just a few hours from right now, where I will be covering Castle Rock, and I have no idea where the hell that show's gonna go next. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, all that goodness. I know everybody says it, but it actually helps. Till next time, and beyond.